Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Sir Agumend and we are playing the Vale of Dorwinion again in the version 5 beta. And it's been a little while, I think over a week at least. It's now the 11th. I think my last episode was like on the 1st or something. So I guess 10 days. Anyway, I was preparing for my finals, which are now finally over. So this quarter is thankfully over and I won't be going back to school until January, where I will be transferring to a university, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, so the past little while has been mostly busy with just dealing with studying, and in a little bit of my time off to the side, I was playing some Warhammer 2 because that game is addicting, and I might actually, I think I will actually start a campaign on that as well as one of the Southern Realms, with some mods, of course, because I think playing as like Talea or Astelia would be fun. But anyway, let's move back on to Divide and Conquer. One thing that has been organized that I've also been a part of is I am doing a hot seat campaign, which will be recorded, of course, although we are only on the second turn right now because everyone's in different time zones. I am playing with 7 others who I believe all also have YouTube channels. There is Steel Crusader playing as Dolim Roth. Izzy is playing as Rohan. White Wolf is playing as Mordor. Counting for Games is Isengard. Commander Soul is playing as Harad, and he's the guy who's doing one of the new Eriador submods that I don't know if it's available yet for playing, but it's a mod that he's working on. We'll grab that. Then we have Hawk, who is playing as Khand. I'm playing the Ardenheim, and the Argonaut is playing as Gondor. So we're all kind of playing in that Gondor, Rohan, and like southern theater of Middle-earth. Alright, and now I'm trying to get my bearings back onto this campaign as to what in the heck we were doing. Dale is over here by Alanin. We recruited a general in Coruscant, apparently. Or I thought we did. Oh, okay, I see. I'm sorry. He's out here. We have Thane, who has nothing really useful at all. What were we going to do with you? Was he going to be a general, or is he gonna be like posted up somewhere? I guess he's going to Mordor. Let's actually give him some of Holland's less useful traits, which they're all useful for him over here. Okay, I was hoping he had like some plate armor or something that he could give him. Okay, Thane, you head to Santan We, I guess for now, get some armor. We retrained some units, that's good. Am I recording? Okay, I had to make sure, guys. So Strondust, we finished communal farming. We have 3,400 gold. We're making about 5,000, and then we finished standing stones in the south. I guess culture down here would be important. I mean, 6%, yeah, that's nothing. A tomb in Bur Erminarchus is going to be 2,100, and En Mahad is going to be like another, 3,400 here. My goodness, that's a lot. Maybe we hold off on that. I guess it'd be more important to develop Strondust even more. We could get the Thorn Armory there. Start working on getting another place where we can retrain some of our units. Alright, and Captain Sigiswolf, you are heading down to the south. Get into Fourth Wind's Rest for now, where we will hopefully have you meet up with Avalon or Norway, wherever they are. Norway, are you in Enmahad? No? Oh, wait, no. Norway's in Mordor. We only have Frode here and Avalon down here. So we do have to deal with Mordor. They're going to be on our border now. Let's put a watchtower there. Varfest, I think, is transferring to our culture. Yeah, we're at 28%, so eventually we can start training actual forces there. And then our merchant is on there. Do we only have one merchant, or did I get a second? Okay, we only have the one. But we have this whole army led by Edwardin that we can also send out to the field. Looks like everything is done retraining, at least with his regiment. So let's send these guys out. Maybe we have him go to the west. I think we have enough forces in the east. We could push out into Dol Guldur with him. Or we could have him go around the northern side. Let's see what's going on up here. We need to take Wintiri and Eor, which is still held by Rhûn. So actually, yeah, maybe putting him on a boat and letting him kind of deal with the northern front. Although Dale's right here. Maybe Dale will deal with them. Huh? Yeah, you know, let's have him go to the west. We need some general to expand in that direction. I want to make more money that way. Plus, he can get some elves, too. So head out that way. We'll get some... He needs some cavalry, I think? Well, no, his bodyguard is cavalry, so he doesn't need cavalry. But we are going to be fighting lots of orcs, so maybe we grab these Ravanian hunters. Okay, that looks good. That looks promising. We have Frode here. You need to move up. We need to push on to Mataram. That is the next settlement that we will look to expand to. And there's nothing down here until we get like all the way down here. I think there's a castle called Oibemari, as I believe the name of it. So, man, it's gonna take me a second, guys, to get reused to the campaign and our like momentum. So I see we're retraining these Avari. Can we train any more elves? We can get Naharim, but we need 1,000 gold. Okay, let's try to get that actually. Diplomats. Did I sell map information to the goblins yet? Let's see if I did. Let's try to get 1,200 from them. Actually, let's go for 13. I think we have enough settlements to do that. If we didn't already sell it to them. Okay, we must have already done that. So you go to Imladris next. And then that leaves us with Thrain and the Carnan Fields. Let's try with Dale. Can we get some with you? They're bankrupt. I don't think we can. Let's try like a smaller amount. Okay, so they had enough for that. Usually when they're bankrupt, they can only do like 500 to 1,000 gold. Like they physically won't be able to do any more than that. So now we can train some new Naharim that won't be with a general this time. Let's grab those guys. It'll take them 3 turns, but they can hopefully catch up with Edwin's retinue as he expands into the west. And yeah, I think we will go ahead and end the turn. We can actually, let's get Frode here, up here to Fourth Wind's Rest. That's a nice army there. Who can we leave here? Let's see, we could probably leave... I want to try the Thorin Patrollers. Let's leave these 2 guys so we have some infantry. Can we put this on low taxes? Oh, they already are. Okay, so Frode here, maybe some crossbows? That's at 70%. Okay, I guess we could do both crossbows because we have plenty over here. So both crossbows, that's good enough. There we go. Let's build a watchtower right there so we get that dark shadowy stain off of the map. And yeah, we'll go ahead and end that turn. I was also speaking, there's a gentleman who commented on either part 5 or part 6. He was asking me more about the campaign. He asked me if he thought it was a bug that when he attacked Dor Guldur, there was a bunch of units that spawned. But I explained to him that in this mod, when you attack a faction's capital city, every single one of them, there might be a couple exceptions, but for the most part, any capital will get a garrison that is occupied by the AI. Like, so that they'll have like maybe a couple units in them, but to keep them from losing those very key important settlements, they'll get like anywhere from like 4 to like, in some extreme cases, like 10 units of defenders that only show up when the settlement is being attacked. So for example, like Dor Guldur and Isengard will get tons of orcs, and I'm assuming Barad-dûr in Mordor gets one too. It's been a long time since I've attacked that. Eric, I'm not gonna... Actually, a management talent. That's kind of nice. He's honest. He's a fair fighter. He's nervous of risks, mindful of risks and nervous of outsiders. That's not terrible. Plus, we do need a son to marry our daughter Arva. We'll take you. And Vilter, you can get the Merchants Guild, so let's see how much money that makes us. Just like 27, that's not great. Not awful. Eric, you go to Alon and you'll be the governor over there. And then we can get Thane over to Saint-Ennui. It's going to be a couple more turns. Oh yes, we finished the barracks here. That's great. Okay, so we finished the Avari Armory. We can now get the best of the best that we can field. More Quendi Protectors and more Quendi Sentinels. So we can only afford 1 this turn. Let's get the Pikes. And we'll start training more later. We can't build anything else right now, since we are basically broke. I think this army is costing us quite a bit. Edwin's, yeah, 530 for the Paladins, 480 for the Knights. The Regent's units are only like 300, so that's not too bad. We could get Ravanian Spearmen. Maybe we recruit those next turn, so that we still have money this turn. And let's try to get some money from Imladris for our map information. Let's try... I want to shoot for 2,000. If we get this, we can actually get 2 units of more Quindi. Come on, Imladris. I know you want more elves in the world. And they have taken it. Perfect. Alright, you can just go to the Edain next. So now we can train more Quindi sentinels. And we even have a little more. Let's actually get the Avari Academy there so we can actually retrain Edwin's units once we do send him back. Alright, Frodir, you're close, but Lokon Rukar is gonna basically block you off. Let's have you go that way and meet up with a couple of these reinforcements, all of these armored gentlemen over here. You guys will pull out temporarily just to give you a sizable bodyguard. And Avalon, let's have you push out and get us some more watchtowers, because you are crazy fast. Like, he just moves so far, even with this army. I bet he himself can move even farther. Yes, he can. But yeah, let's actually have him go forward. Get another watchtower there, since they're only 15 gold. And then Swain. We need to figure out something to do with Swain. Like, do we fight Mordor? Do we send him up to Dorthalu? It might be interesting to fight Gondor, but for that, I want Mordor to be crippled. I don't want them to, like, deal with Gondor for us. So maybe if we interfere with Mordor, we can push down there. That could be fun to see some Gondor and Dorwinion fights, but of course, I don't want Gondor to be weak and crushed by Mordor by the time we do that. But we will need to deal with Rhûn first. Let's see if they have any ships hanging out before we end this turn. Looks like... oh, I missed him. He was over there. We'll go ahead and try to take him out. Nimburka, can you upgrade? Oh, you actually can, but I don't have any more money. I don't think I can get any more right now. That's not good. I'd like to upgrade it. We'll have to wait another turn. But yeah, let me see if I can pull up these notifications. Oh, actually, pad 3s. I'm sorry, guys, if it's been a little while since I've replied. I've mostly haven't really been on my account. Wise Owl is talking about playing as Mordor. And it is very... yeah, I'll agree. He's saying that it's very hard to take cities with the Horde units. But, I mean, I was playing as the Goblins, and I was doing alright with that. But I think fighting Gondor is harder than fighting the Elves, strictly because of how many units Gondor is able to pull out. And they get a lot of starting units. So if you play as Mordor, it can be kind of tricky. In our case, I mean, like, Gondor also has armor. They have great armor. The Elves we've been fighting, besides, like, Elrond's units and, like, a couple other High Elven units, their armor isn't amazing, so... even our low-damage Snaga and, you know, Archer Fire can take them out. I remember someone else also mentioned, or they were asking me if I could basically give more details as to what's going to be happening in the next version. And, I mean, basically, I've explained that in, I think, the beginning of this series, but I can go ahead and maybe do another video where I maybe go over the current patch notes and then show, like, some footage in-game. Khan stands with Mordor. Okay, so there's another evil force down there. But yeah, I could do a video where I talk about just the changes that have been going on. I mean, Arakir Galadirthan kind of does that himself. Ostin Arai, I don't want to pay 1,700 for that just yet. Let's get Naburka upgraded. But yeah, I could do that and explain all of the major changes, but of course the biggest one is the removal of the barracks event. Which is just that... ooh, Marnell Trader Exchange, that's done. Sweet, let's get you some more money. Oh, let's just grab mines, why not? They're so cheap. But yeah, that you don't need to wait until like turn 64-ish to be able to build your barracks. Like, it's turn 48 and we have our max barracks in Santonwi already. All you need to do is build your town halls, and when you build them up to certain tiers, you unlock the barracks. So, for example, in our case, in the castles, you only need one lower town hall to get each tier, like barracks tier, but in a city, you need to have like the 4th tier. Like basically, I think we get our final tier barracks with just the Lord's Hall in Santonwi, but in Coruscant, we would need the Royal Hall, which is the 4th tier, wherever that's at. But, yeah, if we check the building browser, this would be a good place to be Santonwi because we haven't done it. Barracks. So tier 1, we can make the Thorn Barracks, but the Thorn Armory requires the Great Hall. The Avari Barracks needs the Lord's Hall, and the Avari Armory just needs the Royal Hall. And the town halls have no restrictions other than city sizes, so there's really no restrictions there. Alright, so Rukar, you have just begun your death sentence. We're gonna take you out so we have a battle. And he has a decent small army. Got 2 generals and Sea of Rhûn mercenaries. I love these guys. I think they're so cool. No, they're not AP. I thought they used to be AP. Maybe that was the previous version, or maybe I'm just imagining that. But they have, 12 attack. They're good against mounts. They're basically like spears, and they've got heavy armor. I think they just look amazing. Let's go into it here. Frodir, you will prove your worth in this battle today. Here we go. Even, I'm going to butcher your last name. I'm not good with, I'm presuming, Russian or Slovakian. Radisov... Radisovjevic. I cannot pronounce that. I am so sorry. But he did ask when we can expect this to be ready for playing, and honestly, I don't really know because it's up to the modding team and when they want it to get done. Usually the updates are about a year off each time. But who knows? It might come quicker, it might come later. They still have to do the Reunited Kingdom script, which will function as a way for Gondor and the Northern Dunedain to merge into one faction. But so far I haven't heard of any details on how that's going to go down, other than what Arkir said in his videos, which was basically just that they want it to be like just a simple script, nothing too elaborate, just to keep the game running smoothly, because if you have more scripts and they run these monitors every turn, they're like checking for things to happen, it'll slow down the end turn times, which will make those slower. So basically, they want it to be kind of lightweight, essentially. We're going to do a nice front line like that. We'll have Frode here lead from the front as well. I mean, he's shock infantry, but I mean, I'm sure he'll be fine in the front. I mean, we have Avari spearmen, and actually, maybe we should have him flank and just get behind them. All right, Avari archers. They only have some Kondish archers. You guys should be able to do okay. Avari spearmen, you guys will be useful for taking out their general. And we have some Dorwinion infantry. Are these guys upgraded? Ah, yes, they are. This is probably the best visual look for any of the Dorwinion units. I love this one. Compared to, it's the same helmet, but compared to, the Thorn Guard and Thorn Bladesman, it's a huge upgrade. I think it's just the shield, really. But, their armor, I think, looks better. They don't have, the overly golden chainmail, I guess you could say it is. Anyway, that's enough of a tangent there. But those guys, they're crossbows. Let's have you take the front as well. And then cavalry, go ahead and go this way. We do have Thorn Patrollers who do have their upgraded Thorn Guard look. Again, I still love it. Even though the infantry have a better look, I still love this. Thorn Patrollers, you'll head up. Your job is to take out the archers. And we can move the rest of this army. We don't need to move it with the Avari shadows because they have so much range. It's like 200 meters or something. So they're able to hit from all the way back here. Although we do need to pull them up now. Alright, Thorn Patrollers, your whole goal will be to take out the Sea of Rhûn mercenaries. Thorn Riders, go ahead and charge the hunters if you can. In fact, I know they can. Look at that golden armor of the Lokrim bodyguard. I hit those guys, you guys shoot at the infantry, shoot at nothing else. Only shoot at these mercs. Or these guys, just don't shoot at the archers, please. I don't want to take Thorin losses. Oh, pull back, pull back. Oh, this is bad. A couple of our guys already went down. That's okay. The first few casualties will be replenished after a battle. The way casualty replenishment works is that you'll regenerate a certain number of units, but it's always from the first that die, basically. So if you were super late game and a battle's been going on and you lost 1,000 men and you had a fresh unit of I don't know, some hunters or something, they would actually. Oh geez, I did not see that. Pull back, guys. If you had 1,000 units and you had a fresh unit and they just took a lot of losses at the end of the battle, they would actually not regenerate, but any guys that you lost at the beginning would. Alright, we're going to send these armsmen up now. We got a beautiful volley between the spearmen there. Alright, you get it around there. General, head back. We need to have these shadows shoot at those guys. Oh, pull back, guys. Oh, you're gonna get trapped. Uh-oh. Get out of there. Alright, General. Oh, I forgot about you. Ah, get up here. How's this battle going? Dorwinion armsmen versus Faerûn mercenaries. That's a pretty fair fight, actually. I love the look of these guys, though. They look so good. They are spearmen, so they might get a debuff fighting us. Alright, crossbows, you guys need to get out of here. Avari spearmen, throw some javelins over there. I want Dorwinion infantry and Dorwinion armsmen hitting those bodyguard. Oh, come on, guys, hit those. You guys charge those. Oh, I muted the sound, I think. Unmute that. I hate that little button. I think it's Control S. Alright, here we are. Ah, man, I don't like these tree textures. I hope they fix those later. Alright, our Thorn Bladesmen are going to get flanked, but at the same time, we will be flanking them with Thorn Guard. Just running and stabbing the back of the Lokrim bodyguard with their Elven Naginatas. I love that. I think that's really cool. Alright, so we did take some losses here. That's okay. Avari warriors. I think these guys have the upgraded armor too. Oh, they look so good. Yeah, they're going to start shooting. I want you guys to start shooting as well. No, don't go into melee. My goodness, what are you doing? Alright, start shooting at the Lokrim bodyguard. The spearmen should be able to hold out decently well against them. Alright, Dorwinion armsmen, get into melee there. We need some proper high attack units. Oh, and they get a charge in there as well. Sorry about my camera angles. I want to make them a little better. I recently got these special glasses on Amazon that just came today, and I'm wearing them right now. They're supposed to filter out like blue light, and like when you stare at computers for a while, I guess it strains your eyes, of course. And this is supposed to help with that. So I'm wearing them right now, and it gives me a little more clarity, but I'm still getting used to them. But I think it'll be nice to have. Alright, High Paladins, can you get a charge in there? You guys are basically the upgraded armsmen. Here they come into this really weird texture tree. There they go, charging into, I guess, this makeshift skill trim of the bodyguard. What are you guys even shooting at? No wonder we're taking a lot of casualties. They're shooting at the armsmen over here. But it looks like they're going down. Do they have any other units hanging out? They have some fleeing... are these the mercenaries? Yeah, let's go ahead and capture those. Further doesn't have any special abilities, but we can always hit the horn. Alright, just have you guys get up a little closer. They're doing good damage, actually, these crossbows are. We'd probably do more with these crossbows, though. I think they have the same missile attack. No, these ones are 6, and they're 7, so they're slightly better in missile attack, but there's less of them, so the overall missile attack should go to the dismounted crossbowmen. Alright guys, get another volley in there. We just gotta kill these two generals. I have no idea which one is which. One is Rukar and one is, well, his buddy, whatever his name was. We got a beautiful crossbow volley right in the back. I mean, this battle is over. Let's put on *6 as they just keep shooting into the backs of these guys. They should be accurate enough that we won't get too much friendly fire, but we'll stop there. Alright, cool. One general is dead, and that was Rukar. Let's capture the other. Looks like he must be over in here somewhere. Yep. There he is. Capture him. And we captured, what's his name? Okay, I guess we won't be able to tell. That is definitely a Haradra Mumakil. Probably taking some cargo, or maybe those are rocks, or hay, I don't know. Actually, we'll have an alliance with, was it Commander Sol? I think that was playing Harad. Anyway, the way we're playing our hot seat campaign, going back to that, is it's basically going to be traditional alliances, but Khand is neutral, so they're kind of a wild card, so we don't know how that's going to go. Abdus, you're only worth 1,000, but we could use that money, and they took it. Their leader is dead, which is sad for them, but we did get money out of that, so we can upgrade some buildings. Karastan, you're making 4,200, that's really good. Now, I saw you could make more ports, but we need to upgrade you. What about the sea trade? It needs to get to a city. How's that population? Almost to 9,000. Once we're at 9,000, we can upgrade it. Let's just start with the trading post, I guess, so we can get more income, and it's not too expensive. We should be able to upgrade the walls in a couple of turns. We'll send Vidusith to go attack Jasur. And let's see what Dale is doing. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on up here. They're in Gazar Barak and Erlin's Ferry. I think Azar Barak is actually the village of Skarn that's like way up here, out in the middle of nowhere.
Yes.
Alright, Eric, you get to Saint-Ennui. And then, oh, we have Thane. Thane, where were we sending you? Were you going to Elonin? Carvarad? We really have nowhere for him to go. Maybe we send Thane to Mordentel so that we can get Norway out of there. That'd be a good idea. Do you have any governor traits? Got talent with numbers, that helps with trade. I'm sure he'll become a good general in time, of course. Avalon, did we move you yet? We did not. You actually have a guy there. Take him out. Take him out. We don't want to deal with that. Get a little ransom money too. I don't know if that's really exploiting or not, or if that's kind of like cheating, but I mean, hey, they shouldn't be sending their guys out with like 12 units. You guys turn up with Avalon. That might be enough to actually just go ahead and take Mataram. Avalon, we don't want you in the family because you're an elf, and it'd be weird to have like your normal human children.
Yes.
Although actually, I guess it really wouldn't matter. I mean, it would make sense.
Your orders, my lord.
Alright, Frodier, do you want to push for Rhûn, or should we push for Eljar? I think maybe, you know, let's just go ahead. You know, screw it. Go for Mistran. We might as well go for that now. Well, I just realized we don't have a single, like, siege building anywhere. Maybe we should get that in Strondost. Well, we definitely want catapults for this attack. Oh, are they going to try to attack us? Oh my goodness. They are. Do we have any units we can get? Let's get some more some bowmen here. It's a small depleted army, but I mean that's 189 spearmen. I mean, but it says our stacks are about the same. These colors represent how many forces, like how strong it actually is, how many numbers it has, so they're pretty weak. Alright, we'll go ahead and end the turn there. Oh, Dale has a big army heading down to the south. That'll be nice to see once it gets to Rhûn. Oh, and the blue wizards perished. That is so sad. And their leader is dead. That actually reminds me, we were going to go down to Khand, I think. That would be really fun to fight them with Dorwinion, especially with crossbows and pikes. Crossbows to take out the horse archers, and pikes and Thornguard to take out the cavalry. Witherhold. Oh, you're a skilled bureaucrat. That's something I like to see, but nothing else. I don't like lazy, because that takes away tax income. So they lost Sturlutz Khan, probably to rebels. Erebor is besieged. Are you kidding me? Is Gundabad up there? They must be. Come on, Erebor. You guys can do better than that. Right, we finished Avari Naharim in Saint-Ennui. So let's go ahead and send those guys to join Edwardin in the west. They'll be very useful. And let's grab some Rovanian spearmen. They're nice and cheap. And push for Logarth. In fact, we'll probably get ballista makers and stuff in Logarth and catapults there. Alright, Strondost, you finished the Thorin Armory. Can we upgrade the city yet? Looks like it'll be next turn, so let's grab the ballista maker there in Strondost. Nimburka is upgrading Forthwind's Rest. I'm not too worried about you, but Carvarad, you're a good trading place. But we can't make any more trade buildings there, so that's okay. Oh, you're on low taxes? Let's actually put you up to normal so that we get... we don't get the poor with taxes trait on Athelwyn over here. And same in Viltor. I want to avoid that trait if I can. Could get trading posts. I mean, those are cheap. Good way to make some extra money. And I think I'm going to send Swain out. Oh, that makes us lose a lot of money. Never mind. Swain, you stay put. Stay put there. Get a leather tanner. We should still make enough money. And Avalon, you will go ahead and besiege Mataram. Let's go ahead and build 2 rams there, and we can get some sellswords next turn for the attacks. That way we have a nice expendable force. And now, Brander, head up to the north. We need to see what's going on up here. Oh, they actually have a big army here, led by Marwan. So we have a ballista. We need to take that out while it's alone. So let's go ahead here, take out Captain Dagon. I will see you guys on the battlefield. And let's remove some of that fog. I don't like to fight in that. That'll do. Alright guys, same business plan. Let's actually put the paladins in the front so we don't neglect them this battle. And we'll probably want to do a narrow line of forces. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just do a big narrow line of arms, man. I like that. That seems like it'd be really fun. Just a big sword rush to attack them with. Put the Thorn Crossbowman and Thornguard in wide stance just because of the ballista. Avari Shadows right behind in loose. Avari spearmen right behind the front line, also in loose. We don't want to take casualties with you guys. We probably won't need you. Crossbows, we'll figure something out with you guys as well. And then it's going to be these Thorn Patrollers here that are going to be most important. Alright, let's run up here. So it's just Daratai Hunters, Clansmen, and Dragon Guards. So maybe the front line of unshielded troops wasn't the best. Oh no, they have crossbows too. Okay. Alright, Cavalry, you need to get over here quickly. Start shooting at those guys if you can. Cavalry, run over there. You need to deal with those crossbows. We do not want to take a full volley from Daratai crossbowmen, who I think are pretty much on par with us. In fact, I'm pretty sure we are literally equal with their crossbows and our crossbows. But of course, we get better armor. Let's check. They get 7 defense, 5 armor, 2 defense skill. No idea how many upgrades they're at. Although they have the chest piece, so I can tell that they have at least 1 level of armor upgrades. But we're at 11. So yeah, no, we're better. We're way better. You guys get up there, keep running. We'd ideally like to get our Thorn Patrollers to shoot the Dragon Guard. Let's actually put them on skirmish mode so I don't forget about that. I mean, maybe not yet, that skirmish mode is ridiculous. You guys hit the ballista now that that's basically done for. Because they left it behind, those poor fools. And the Patrollers, I don't know how many kills they got. We killed 9%, and that's mostly just been the Thorn Patrollers. Alright, shoot the Dragon Guard and be in skirmish mode. Thorn Riders should be able to take out this ballista crew with no problem. I don't think this is a unique one. I think this is just like the generic like Northman and human ballista crew. Oh, let's see if we can actually stop these crossbows. Don't want them to shoot. Avaris are in range now. Let's get into melee with everyone else. Dorwinion armsmen, get up there, please. Alright, you guys throw the javelins over across the heads. There should be a very nice wide volley. I think they have the range for it. Let's see here. Here it comes. Yes, they do. That is some amazing range. Alright, let's pull these guys away. Crossbowmen, you actually don't need to be in a wide line anymore. Alright, they are routing now. We can turn off fire at will with those guys. Crossbows, you need to deal with the Dragon Guard. Form up, please. Oh, it looks like we're not going to have time for that. Alright, Spearmen, get into a tight formation. This battle is going swimmingly well between all of our Claymore-wielding elites fighting all of these Daratai archers. They are reloading in combat, though. I don't like that. Don't like that one bit. Alright, Spearmen, you need to shoot at these guys if you can. Thorn Patrollers get closer. We've only taken them down to 137. You guys get that way. Let's get the Guardsmen to hold the defensive. Alright, come on, run away, guys. Run away. Maybe the lines are too wide. Alright, come on, let's get a javelin volley on these guys. Are they running back to hit our cavalry? They are. Those poor fools. Here come javelins and crossbow bolts and elven arrows. They don't stand a chance now. We can safely just get our general in on them. Yeah, they're just going to get wrecked by all of our arrows. They're too accurate. The crossbows do AP damage, and the Avari just have very high missile damage themselves. I think it's like, what, 8? Yeah, 8 missile attack, exceptional accuracy, 220 meter range. Like, that's just amazing. That's a real archer right there. Some people are like, woodland hunters are the best archers. No, not even close. I mean, they're good for their cost. They're amazing for their cost, like, but these are the best, for sure. Alright, we are now in melee. These Aralad Dragon Guard have no chance. They are just severely weakened. I think we can just safely pretty much call it a victory now. And yeah, we'll get another volley in their back if we can. Yep, they are done. That killed like a good 20 of them. Is anyone left fighting? Daratai Hunters? Oh, they're done. You guys need to stop shooting right now. Don't want to take any casualties. Let's pick up all of the Daratai Hunters before they get across the border. Come on, get all of them. I don't want a single one over. Good job, lads. Not a single one. Oh, wait. I spoke too soon. They let like 4 get through. Alright, 13 for 764. Hardly a real battle. Thorin Riders at 109, and Thorin Patrollers at 109. That's good to see. Actually getting some use out of those crossbow guys. Their strength really just comes from having them in a full unit. If they get down to half size, they are just useless. I guess you could say that for all cavalry archers, but I mean, maybe just archers in general. When they're depleted, they do so much less damage. Because, I mean, most of their damage just comes from them having just a ton of arrows that they send at you. Even if their accuracy is, like, amazing and their damage is high, it's still better to have, like, 100 guys shooting for, like, 5 missile damage than, like, 20 guys shooting for, like, 10. Let's ransom that, because we want to keep building up our settlements here, like Fourth Wind's Rest. Although, maybe something more important is around here. Ostenarai, Varfest is building. Let's work on Bur Urmanaricus so we can get the tomb there, just convert the culture and get some happiness. And then, yeah, we will push on to this guy next, push him away. We have Khan Abdus here, who has a depleted bodyguard for some reason. And Marwan, we need to fight both of these guys. I don't really want to do that fight. I mean, yeah, there's no one there. Let's have these guys join the army. And then Stranos, we actually should train some more units, but we're out of money.
Yes, my lord.
Eric, you get in there. We'll retrain you guys later. I should be able to retrain the generals, but I guess I can't. That's unfortunate. Because when they get their armor upgrades, they're like really cool looking, but I guess
My lord.
you can't train them with that? I'm actually going to make a quick note of that, guys. Bear with me 1 second. Because I've noticed that with the other factions too. I can't retrain generals for armor. Can't retrain generals for advanced blacksmith armor. Maybe if we make our capital into Santon we can get it there, but I think the bodyguard are they by capital? Hold on, let's check this. Here, I want to save this. It costs 150 gold to change this to our capital. I'm just gonna change it to this and then go back. Or if it messes something up, I'm just gonna go switch it back to Coruscant. Okay, so if we make this our capital, we get a new seat of power here. But we can't train the generals here. They're still only in Coruscant, I think. Yes, they are. So we might as well. Actually, is it better for us to make this the capital? It probably is because it's closer to our stuff. But you know, we'll go back. I mean, we'd be at 3980. Oops. We actually make more money at Coruscant being the capital. That's good to know. Which is strange, actually. But yeah, so I thought this might have been tied to capitals, but I guess it's just the settlement themselves, like the starting capitals. So, oh well. We'll go ahead and end the turn there. No, I'll resolve that, and we sunk Chaucer, so he is now out of the seas. Alright, and Bjorn's Halls is besieged. That's unfortunate for the men of the Anduin. Anderwythe is expanding. I always like to see that. I love it when Anderwythe does good, as they are one of my favorite factions. Alright, and we got our Morquendi out. Let's take a look at these bad boys. 9 attack, 26 defense. They even get a 6 charge, and they're pikemen. I can't think of any other pikemen that's actually this good, except for maybe like the Ladris pikemen. I don't even know if they still have those. This is an amazing unit, just absolutely crazy. Maybe First Legion for Khazad-dûm is probably just as good, and maybe even more heavily armored. And then, of course, the Morquendi Sentinels. Same attack stat, but 9 missile attack. And just, like, they get a shield. Wait, why do they have less defense? 26? Oh, no, they have the same defense I was looking at. Like, I thought that 7 was moving up for total defense. But yeah, same defense, but they get a shield, which the Morquendi Protectors do not. Which actually helps them skirmish. Now, Coruscant finished its trading post, and we can finally upgrade it to a proper city. And we're getting huge population growth here. That's why I rushed that, is I want to get this place into a upgraded settlement so we can maximize the income from population, taxes, and trade. Because now we can build the final build, like the next tier of buildings once this is upgraded. Hence why I rushed the population growth. Santonui finished its Avari Academy, so now we just need to get the Sword Singers Academy, but we don't have enough money for that yet. We should probably get the winery here too. We don't have that either. We have a new family member, Thorold, so that is cool to see. Of course, we just upgraded Coruscant. And did I forget to move Edward in last turn? No, I didn't. Here, let's move over this way. We could get some more units there. And then we just need to attack with Avalon here. But we will go ahead and save this for the next episode. I'm going to go ahead and save the episode here so I can get this edited and sent out to you guys. Hopefully tonight. I might just drop it tonight. It's like 7:30 right now. So I might just drop it sometime tonight and just get it uploaded rather than... Normally I do it at like 6 a.m. in the morning, Pacific Standard Time. But I think tonight, since it's been a while, I'll just get this out as soon as it processes. So thank you for watching if you guys have, and until next time.